Hello, and welcome into Tammy Loves Vintage, where I'm going to show you a decorating idea. For those of you that have been following me for quite a while, you will recognize this for sure. But for anyone that might be new, it's always such a great tip, and it's an inexpensive way to take care of a little pet peeve of mine. So let me start by saying one of my most favorite bowls to decorate in is a dough bowl. And a dough bowl can be like, oh my gosh, we used to have like really large ones. They can come in circles, they can come in squares, they can come in heart shapes. This one is what we call the medium-sized dough bowl. A lot of you guys have purchased the medium size from our website, but it's my favorite size. They have smaller, they have deeper, they have some with handles. Like you can get all kinds of dough bowls, and you can find them, you know, in pretty much, I would say pretty much any decorator store, because they are so versatile. You can dress them up, you can glitter them out, you can make them earthy or primitive, traditional. They have a lot of looks depending on what you put in the bowl, but it's always a nice way to gather your little collections. Or maybe you have a little, like I'm looking at my little tin that I have here. Maybe I want to elevate that. Like I can't just put that in the centerpiece here of my table. Just, you know, set that down. It needs a little something more. So it's a way to elevate maybe a small item. Maybe you have a collection of bulbs. I just have a few things laying out here that I thought I would show you. And the reason I said it's a pet peeve, because a lot of people will take a bowl like this and they will put, you know, something in here and be like, well, Tammy said, you know, do something like that. And then maybe you're going to put a, you know, a spool in there. Well, my peeve is seeing the bottom of the bowl. Yes, it did contain your collection, and it did, you know, make it take up a little bit more square footage, I suppose, or make it a little more of a focal point. But I don't like seeing the bowl itself down inside of all of the things. So here's another example. Let's say you went and bought, or in this case, I painted some bulbs, and these bulbs are all crackled up and ready to do something with them. And let's say you have some greenery, just some pieces that you've had around. Let's stick just a few pieces of greens in here. All right, so let's do that. Now, when I look in this bowl, it's very pretty, right? But when you really look in the bowl, you can see through the bowl, and you can see down into the bottom, and that bugs me. Let me show you here if you're walking behind the table. See, okay? So, in order to solve that problem, it works the same way also with, like, you know, a white, like this is an ironstone bowl, and the same premise, you know, you put this in, you put in, where'd that go? Right here. You put in a spool or whatever it is that you want to add in, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's not finished to me. It's not finished. So let me show you an easy, a lot of you know where I'm headed, I'm sure. I am seeing comments. I'll say I'm not seeing comments, but yes, I am. Hi, you guys, don't mind my hair. I didn't wash it today, or I washed it today, but I didn't dry it or straighten it. It was pouring down rain here all day, which is wonderful, but yeah, hard on your hair. So yay. Hi, Carol, you caught me live. Who is that? Diana. Hi, Diana and Dee Dee. Hey, you guys. Hi, May. Carol, Phyllis, Deb. Hi, you guys. There's Kendra and Pamela. Hi, Shayla. Or Shayna. I mean, Shayna. I have so many Shaylas. I meant Shayna from Frame It and Contain It. What a sweetheart. Hi, Gail. Thanks, you guys, for saying hello. Hi, Janet and Sharon and Maureen and Carol and Kim. Hi, everybody. So, okay, we have these containers. And I want to show you an inexpensive, like when you're at the grocery store and you see split peas, for example, or like this time of year, I love to use red kidney beans, okay? So let's pop some red kidney beans into the glass ironstone bowl. I think it would be a great contrast of color. That red will really, really pop. Okay, so I'm just gonna put some beans in here. No, I don't have any trouble with mice. I've done this for years and years and years, and no. I will talk about a little bit of trouble that I've had. Let's see, what would I put in that? So let's just go back to where we were, and let's put this in and see how it kind of, I don't know the right words. You got me live too. Hi, Faye. Hi, Pam. Hey, Marilyn. Hey, Mary. You like cranberries? Yes. Not now. Do you use real ones? I don't know how real ones would do. Would they? I think they would. I don't know if they would like leak. I'm not sure. Like, you know, and maybe stain your ironstone or affect your wood bowls. I'm not sure. But yes, it elevates it, and it just adds another texture and a little bit of color. And yes, so you guys are getting it and you see the difference, okay? So it's a great way to add a pop of color. You can still put, let's see, let me find that little piece of greenery. You could still, you know, pop in a little bit of greenery. You know what, well, it needs a little more than that, but this is rough. And I know it. All right. Now, let's talk about these green split peas. These are probably one of my favorite. I love the white black-eyed peas, the white with the little black dot. I love using those year-round. And I love, like you can get a soup mix where you take the silver packet and throw it away and you get all this mix of color. That's really beautiful, especially in the fall. But, and like also if you have a clear glass vase, when you put faux stems, I don't have a faux stem here, but when you put a faux stem in, you see this part of it in the glass, like you see that branchy part. And a lot of times the branches are this long and it's not very pretty. And so fill your cylinder with beans. It's an inexpensive thing and lasts forever. And just shove your stems in. Number one, it hides the stems. Number two, it holds your flowers or your greens or whatever it is in place. And so, you know, sometimes you put them in and they want to flop, and sometimes you put them in with the beans, well, always, and they go right where you want them and they stay like this instead of like going like that, you know, they stay in place. So that's kind of a great thing too. Now, of course you can use black beans. I love dried black beans in especially like the white ironstone. You guys have seen that. I left them out. It looks nice with little vintage red bulbs in with the black beans. So that's very pretty too. So one thing I do not like about the split peas, I'm going to show you. So you can see my bowl. If you need to move the word, let's see, can you still swipe it? Yeah, just swipe your screen and get those words out of the way so you can see. But look what this little pop of color does to this bowl. I'm going to fill it. Why not? I'm just going to fill it. All right. And so even just like that, it's very pretty. And then you can lay some bulbs in here. These are not the ideal bulbs, but it was what I had. So now when you put your bulbs in, see how you've got something under there and you're not looking through to the bowl. I think it just looks a million times better, a billion times better. And it's all personal preference. If you don't, then you're not right and I'm not right. You're not wrong and I'm not wrong. It is whatever you like. It's your home. It's your stuff. You do you. But yeah, it's a great little tip. But see, like, look how much prettier that is now. And I can always add in this last little hunk, you know, and lay it out on the table. But dried beans are a super great way to add a little color. And this is what I'm going to be doing on my table with these bowls. And then I'm just going to set, because I don't need to buy any more decor. I've got plenty of decor. I'm just trying to elevate and make what I have a little bit better. The other thing, like, okay, so we have this, I've got this little bird that was on my Christmas tree. Like, I could totally do that. Super cute. I could sprinkle around some shiny brights. Here's a bulb that I took off of my tree. Like, I could add that in there. Just simple. It's very simple, but yet that green really pops it. Now, before I forget to finish my why, sometimes these green beans turn yellow. After they sit for a while, they will lose their umph. They will lose their green umph and they will yellow out. And you can see, let's see here. Let me just see if I can pick out a few. And at the store, if they've been sitting on the store shelf too long, they'll be kind of yellowy. Look through the bags. I have passed on them before because they're not bright green. They're yellowy. And I don't want yellowy beans. They're going to turn yellow on me anyway. And so when I would do clients' houses, I would always take beans, different colors. I'd have them with me because I didn't know what their decor was or what they would need. And we've done this a lot of times. But here's just a few that have kind of faded out. Now, let me show you some good ones. I'm just going to grab a handful. So, I don't know. Let's see, they all kind of mixed. But see these dead ones over here? You can get a bag full of like that kind of color as opposed to the bright, if you can see the difference. So you want to make sure, I'm not even going to put those in. You want to make sure that you get fresh. Oh, I'm going to pick that up and fly those across the floor. Let's do this. Okay. So anyway, I would go back like, 6 months later or a year later to paint someone's house again or do something. And I would be, their vase, their cylinder or whatever had lost its luster. And so I would just go in and take the flowers out, stir it around. And a lot of times the good green is still inside. And so then you get a little bit more peppered look. Or I just dump them and put fresh, is also, I'll tell them, put your peas on the grocery list and change those out when you get a chance. So yeah, I've done that a lot. So anyway, okay, so let's see, I showed you all of that. Oh, here was another idea. So if you don't want to do, there we go. You don't want to do a candlestick or mess with that, like even just this, and then throw some little bulbs. These are just those regular battery operated. They are remote. So usually I have my remote and I go around the house and flip them all on and off at bedtime. And then you could just lay some like red or whatever, blue, purple, whatever your color is, or for every day. I mean, it's a great look. This is not necessarily Christmas. I'm just pulling it because I've got greens and reds going, on my table. So I'm going to put a bowl like this on either end with, I feel like the candle's too big. Let me see if I do it this way. Maybe this way is better. Let me show you the difference. So there's that. It's okay. This isn't super Christmassy, so I need to do a little better. Maybe I should get a red one. And I had originally put it this way, but the candle felt too big. So with the candle in front, it's not that bad in the picture, but in person, I felt like maybe I didn't have it at the same angle, but I feel like that looks better. Another thing I can tell you is that it really stabilizes your things. If you've got kind of a wobbly something that's maybe a reindeer with big long legs that's kind of a little wiggly, you can just shimmy him down in those beans and it'll really help hold him up. So yeah, so much better than this. I pulled a couple here just to show you like without. So let's just do it. So this is just, what most people would do is do something in their bowl. That's not awesome, but you get the idea. And then this, see how much better? It makes all the difference in the world. So I went to, I was on a paint job here a couple months ago. I think I already told you guys this story, but I'll tell those if you didn't see it. But she had a big bowl, a big tray type bowl. It was a tray. It was round and it was like maybe this thick. And she had 3 balls, like more like twine balls laying in there. And I think she had a couple candlesticks and maybe her remotes. I can't remember, but all you saw was that square footage of bottom like this right here, this, and it just didn't look finished. So I didn't have beans with me at the time, but I did have some of my moss. So I took my moss from the website and just pulled and strung it around and laid that in the bottom. Anything like that makes it, it just elevates it. And one of you girls used that word, and I like that word. That was a good word. So the other thing, then it's like, well, what can you put in these dough bowls? I have a bowl, but I don't know what to do with it. Well, here are just some examples. And then let me show you a couple things. I have a shameless plug for the website, of course. So, because we've been getting in so much for the website, but I got these really awesome flat spools. These are flat spools. And this one, I started stringing red velvet on it because it had red on it. So I have this one is the most red. This one is the next red. There's a couple of green ones. They're all random because they are whatever you get. And this one had metal on it. They don't all have that, but they do have a hole, like you could put a candle in them if you wanted. But I thought this might be a neat thing to put in my dough bowl. So they are on the website. They're $15. So let's just see what it does, because I kind of been wanting to mess around with this stuff since I got it. And I probably, let's see, what would I do here? I do that and maybe just drizzle out your ribbon a little bit, maybe just kind of let it come out. I really like that metal piece. They don't all have the metal. You get what you get. So there's that. And then maybe the red bird. Oh no, the red bird's too much. Although I kind of like him up there. But it needs something right here, and I got nothing. Maybe, and these are on the website as well. I have 2 red, couple green. I think there was a yellow too. $7 for the spools. And then, so I was wrapping the spool. I was trying to come up with, like, these are my best, ribbons for Christmas. You know me, I don't have a whole lot of color around here. So yeah. So I thought a couple of twists is good. It doesn't need like a whole ton of it. I wouldn't waste the whole roll. But maybe do that, and then I could cut some seam binding. Whoops. I'll just cut some seam binding ribbon and close it up. I showed you my vintage, like when I've been out shopping in the wild, and how they're all different, and all of the different ribbons that I did years ago. So these are new for me to carry on the website. And I was able to buy them at a wholesale place that had quantities instead of ones. So it's nice. 10-month-old kitty. Oh, Stacy. Well, yeah, you have every right to worry. We had one time, it was years ago. It was one of the sweet things I remember. My husband, we had 2 kids. Well, both the girls were still at home, and they were little, and we had worked on the tree, and that one's already angled. He had come downstairs earlier in the morning, and our cat pulled the tree down after we had worked all afternoon, evening, messing around with that tree. And it was a live tree. So the water, like the carpet, was all wet. Some of the bulbs were broken, and bless his heart. Do you remember that, Randy? Oh, he's got his earplugs in. He set the tree up and fixed it as best he could before we got up that morning. So that was very sweet, because, oh, what a disaster. So anyway, here you go. Here is the flat spool and then a regular spool dressed up for the holidays. So that's a cute way to do your bowl. If you guys have flat spools at home, or if you need one, you can go to the website and pick one up. Let's see if I put 10. I think that's too much. I don't like that. But anyway, there you go. That gives you some ideas. So I know that you've all been kind of busy on the website. Not all of you, of course, but a lot of you have been busy on the website, and I sure appreciate each and every one of your orders. I have them all ready to go. However, tomorrow is a holiday, so I won't be able to get them out until Tuesday morning, but they're ready to go. We had a calling hour funeral thing on Saturday, and I was hustling to get as many of them together as I could. And we got to the post office 5 minutes late. So they didn't go. So anyway, Randy's going to take some UPS ones to work tomorrow for me. And then the other ones will have to wait till Tuesday. So until the post office opens. So anyway, you guys, that's all I have. Let's see here. Thank you, Sandy. I know, Maureen, it makes such a difference. Hey, Mary. Hi. Gosh, I saw all of Michelle's things she bought at your show. I hope you sold out. You want to paint your dining room chairs similar color. This is Country Chic. I think I went with cheesecake. It's either cheesecake or vanilla frosting, and I believe it's the cheesecake. Cheesecake is a little bit warmer. Vanilla frosting is a little bit whiter. So I went with that, and it matched the muslin the best. So it was the cheesecake. And then I was tired of cleaning the little center thing on my chairs has all these carves and cutouts and stuff, and I'd have to go around. We have what do we have? 8 chairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 8 chairs, so I have to go around cleaning every one of those holes all of the time, and then all the spindles at the bottom. It just took forever to clean all these chairs. So I got creative and covered them with muslin, and then like the backs, I tied each one. So then you've got this big ruffle up the back. And I mean, it's probably, we should have bought a new table years ago. We've had this table since before we had kids. So maybe 40 years. So it was getting tired. We have a lot of nail polish remover problems, and I crafted on it for a long time right here in this spot. So anyway, yeah. So that was just a way to change up my chairs a little bit and change up the whole look of the table for me. But yeah, I really like Country Chic paint. Cheesecake is what I used. Oh, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah, the kid. Oh, Stacy, I just have to wish you good luck. I just wouldn't put glass on it. I wouldn't get a real one. I would do fake, and I would put plastic bulbs, nothing sentimental. Because it's going to climb, or just put it up raw, bare, and let the lights do the talking and just see what happens until maybe you get tired of it. I don't know. And then you could dress it up, at the last, like Christmas Eve or something. At the last minute. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Kathy. Yes, Mary, they're great spools. They're great spools. I hate that I got some with color and some without, but I put in the post on the website that, if you requested a color, I showed them all. And then I put if you wanted a color, you could ask for it, but if it had sold out, you would just get random. Beads are perfect. Yes, that'd be great. Or like smaller Christmas ornaments. I just put enough to cover, at least cover the bottom, or fill in, put your things in and then fill it in with stuff. But the beans are just an idea for year round. And I really like the pop of green for the red and green for my colors. So I really like that. So anyway, that was why I wanted to do this. It's just a different idea. Yeah, the split peas are great, but they are ones that, after a few months, you keep watching them and you'll see more and more of them get yellowed, and just stir them from time to time. The last longer than I remembered. Been doing this for years, and when we would go into customers' houses, they were always faded out, and I always used the black beans or the black-eyed peas, which are white with the little black dot. So I didn't really have the green color here so much. I did it for everybody else, and I noticed they were fading, so I never bought them for here. And then it was last year or the year before, I had a big tray on my kitchen table, and I filled it with those beans, and I was surprised at how long they lasted. And so, it was just me going in and out of customers' homes as opposed to me having them myself. They lasted longer than I realized. But yeah, just the other ones, they don't matter. And no, they don't bring mice. Unless you've already got mice, then maybe, I don't know. But I have used them in a lot of homes, and I've never had any trouble ever. And I've been doing it for years and years and years, but over 10 years for sure. Yeah, I think so too. Yes, finishes it off and elevates it. Thank you. Yeah, Mary, I don't see your reply about the cranberries. I'm curious. I have fake cranberries in my kitchen on my silver tray, and I love the contrast with the silver and the red. So anyway, you guys, that's all I have. I know I've not been crafting, but I've been in decorating mode. So I'll get back into the crafting mode here real soon. Actually, I've got another project on my table, but I need to do a little bit in the group, so that's where I'll go next. Anyway, we've got a big work week this week, and then we have a paint job that we're moving in on for trim and walls. No, there's ceiling in the bar area. The other area didn't need painted. She wants to paint, and then we have a huge decorating job on Thursday. So we've got a big week. So we'll be busy. I won't be able to be here live with you guys. Maybe in the evening. I wonder if you can dye putka pods a deep red. I don't know what that is, Rebecca. I would say try it. Oh, Jamie, I'm sorry. I would say try it, and if not, you could probably paint them. That might be a pain, or like spray paint. Hi, Alma. Yeah, thanks, Susie. You might be able to spray them, and then maybe if that looks too perfect, maybe sprinkle a little, like a few spots of Mod Podge and some glitter on them, maybe. I don't know, or some gold. I've never seen one, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, that's wonderful, Gail. That's wonderful. Oh, that's so great. I love the vintage Christmas. It's just very unique, and a lot of people don't have that. They're little pumpkin looking. Oh, nice. Yeah, we're all done. We just finished. We were talking about dough bowls and what, you know my trick, Alma. You've been with me for years, but putting the split peas for Christmas. We got some new spools for the website. And then this would be like the same idea without anything in it. And this is like a pet peeve. You all know that have been here, like Alma, that I don't like seeing down into the bottom of the bowl without finishing it out. And it's quite interesting how that changes. Let's try the red beans in a wood bowl. Since I've got them right here, I didn't pour the whole bag in, but let's give it a whirl and see. Oh yeah, they look good in the, I wasn't sure they would pop like they would in the ironstone. But yeah, they show up nice. So let's do that, and we'll put our candle back in here. See, it's just so much better. That's great. That's really great. And it doesn't scream Christmas. Like, it's almost more of a primitive look with the red beans. But if you need a spot of color and you're earthy, the beans are a great way to go. Hi, Julie. Yeah, great way to go. So, and then of course, you could prop your your spools. You could work those into your little vignette. I like to, let's see, I don't want to put the exact same here. Let's use this one. It's a little bit darker of a red. So let's wrap a little bit of this around this spool. And maybe I just want to leave it not too full. Let me wrap enough that it covers. So I was telling them with these spools that I have on the website that you can dress them up with ribbon. You can use, like you could wrap this with book pages in Mod Podge, or even just tie a book page with a ribbon, like a carol, like a Christmas carol or something like that would be really pretty. And then for contrast, I think again, I'll do this red seam binding. Let's see if I can't hold that all down. Let's see here, I have to hold the end down. There we go. Let's see if we can do this. Yeah, I kind of want it. I got it too high, but I'm not going to mess with undoing it. It'll be fine. All right. So there's, oh, that's really poor, but you get the idea. So we'll add a little of that, and then maybe, let's see, maybe let's just do the same ribbon in this spool. I did red velvet in the other spool. Now these are called flat spools. They are on the website as well. And it's TammyLovesVintage.com is my website. Hi, Connie. Yeah, they do have a cranberry look to them. So, and then this one, okay, I'm just gonna leave it hang out. like I've undone it. Let's see, like I've been using it, working off of it. Let's see. Yeah, maybe we'll just let it hang. Or you could tuck just a little dot of hot glue to hold it down, but I don't want to tie it with seam binding. It'll hide all my ribbon. But so there's a, like, you can see the ribbon in the side, see? And so you could just prop it up with your dough bowl. I think that's very pretty. So, or this one, I wrapped it with red velvet ribbon, which I've been checking into, trying to wholesale you guys some red like this. So we'll see what I can come up with. I've been working hard on my website, you guys. Michael reached out from Life Out Loud with Chris and Michael, and he's doing they're buying gift cards from some of the online businesses like mine for their website, and then giving them, they have this drawing where they spin the wheel and they give away, they did last night, and they gave away Dina, Designs by Dina's gift cards. So anyway, I said, don't do me first because I have so much new stuff coming in. I want to have lots of nice stuff for them to shop. So anyway, okay, so here's the red beans in a wood bowl. Here's the red beans in a white bowl. I should have grabbed a clear bowl as well. We were talking earlier about putting the clear in, the clear beans in, the colored beans in a clear vessel that holds your flowers and stuff like that, and they look really pretty too and clear. So there's, I need a little something, and I don't really have it. Oh, here, how about these? Oh yeah, forgot I had these. I used these last year around my thing. I have these antique old cookie cutters. Maybe I could prop up a couple of cookie cutters. Let's see, what's that? Oh, that looks like a heart. Let's see, and a moon. I don't want that. But I was collecting the little red handles, and I like them because they're small. Oh, what the heck. It's kind of neat, kind of different. Let's see, here's a diamond. I don't know, I like the Christmas, although that's round. You just got it, we're just doing it for the handle, I guess. But there, so there's some cookie cutters. But see, I mean, it just pulls it all together. So anyway, I thought that was a great size ironstone bowl. I did not need another piece of ironstone, but the size of the bowl was perfect, and I love the little scalloped edges. And I think the price was right on it. Let me see, what did I pay? $14. So it was good. It was a good buy. So all right, you guys, that's all I have. The red beans, that's what I thought too. I'm sure the green looked great in there as well. Want to see them? I can show you real quick, just so you'll know which color you want to buy, right? So there's the red. But I mean, try all the different colors, and try that soup mix too. Just take that, the flavor packet out of it. Take the flavor packet out. But these green ones, you do have to stir around every couple of months or so, because they do tend to fade and turn yellowish. So, and you don't watch them when you buy them at the store. These are the only ones I've ever had trouble with, is these green. Of course, they're the best. They're my favorite. But anyway, there's the green. And then, wouldn't that be cute with just a, like, I got this red bird. My red bulb is too big, and I didn't want to strip off my tree, so it's too big. I do have this red bird. Kind of goofy, but it'll just show ya. There you go. Pretend it's a bulb. But yeah, always look for like these little, these are just so cute. Everything little is so cute to me. I don't know why. I love everything little. So, all right, you guys, I'm dragging it out, and I don't mean to, so I'm going to let you go. I always get chatty. So I'm going to let you go. But there you go. There's some little cookie cutters in the bottom. Sweet. So, anywho, have a great day. A great night. And check out my website, TammyLovesVintage.com. Make sure you go to the Christmas tab, and the home decor tab is where most of the new stuff is. And also, I guess I did put some stuff in the antiques as well. And then I have, I'm excited for what's coming. I can't wait till it gets here. And then probably the next video I do with you, I need to show you my new papers. There is a new paper tab, and I'm quite proud of my new papers that I found, and absolutely love them. I had forgotten about them, carried them in my store back like in 2013, and they are French milled paper. They have like a really soft, they're thicker than a rice paper. They're just so nice. I can't even explain it, but they're French milled. If you know what that is, they're just extra nice. So beautiful vintage styles. I did a piece of furniture just to, mess around with it because I hadn't done any furniture in a while with them. And so my next video, I think I'm going to show you guys the papers in that piece of furniture. It's just a little nightstand, but just to inspire you. I'll get you over to that website one way or the other, right? TammyLovesVintage.com. You guys have a great night. Thanks for watching, and go get yourself some beans. But keep an eye on those green ones because I don't want to come to your house and see them turning yellow. You've got to stir them every few months, okay? Okay. Have a good night. Bye-bye.